Hello, good morning. It's Monday, fresh week, fresh start. Thank goodness the weekend was wet, but it was just beautiful. Anyway, hello, it's Liz here from the Guru Co, and we are actually venturing on to page 6 today of our downloadable guide, Your Breakthrough to Brilliance, where we're going to start looking at, it's where we're looking at what is behind the creation of this download, because instead of just a few pieces of paper, I want you to understand there's some serious psychology behind there. There's some serious exercises and powerful things that you can do for yourself. They're real keys to the future for you. If you're willing to go there, and that's the issue, isn't it? It's whether or not you're willing to go there and do that work. So on page 6 of this manual, okay, there's still time to download it, so don't worry, but for those of you who have, page 6 is all about, I don't know if you can actually see that on there because of the light, there we go, next steps, okay. This is when we start talking about and pulling out and identifying that old belief that you're holding on to that actually right at this very moment I could really do without, or could do with a change. Okay, so in here, the first bit of it is I ask about this in here, okay, the significant, the positive things that the belief you're holding at the moment, even though it's limiting, there are positive things behind that that are holding you there. Now this is really worth spending some time on, and I'll tell you why, because the first little bit, there's a few lines in there where I ask you not to put too much thought into it, but just think about the age that you were when you first started or first realized or wanted to adopt this belief as if it was true. Now the reason behind that is because they talk about in psychology that, and it's through millions of pieces of research, that actually the imprint years between 3 and 11, okay, this is when we are most likely to develop how we feel about our world, how we feel about ourselves, how we experience the world and respond to it in later life. So this is crucial, okay? So think about that. Don't put huge amounts of thought in, just whatever comes up, just pick it. You'll be right. Your unconscious, subconscious mind will be right. This is not for you to argue with, okay? Now, it's where those emotional, where you've experienced an emotional response to an incident or an event, okay? One that you may have forgotten about a long time ago, all right? And often we don't want to open that can of worms, so we're not, in this booklet, we're not. The rest of that is for our one-to-one stuff where we go in and I can hold that space safely for you to really delve in there and understand what the heck happened for you. But this is about sort of the emotional response that you had that was so significant that it left an imprint on you, okay? It left something that you then interpreted as a belief of something that was true, okay? It could be not even just the event, but a significant person. I remember saying a significant person telling me just how heavy I was when they lifted me over a stile when I was about 5, I think. And from then on, the thought of anyone picking me up and making a oof noise has absolutely lasted with me. So, you know, these things, they're everywhere, but we're just talking about those significant things that are getting in our way now, okay? The rest of it is a longer journey. All right? So just think about that. This has the most amazing amount of power behind it for you to release. This is the wonderful thing about this work, is it's all for you to do. All right. So people will come often to me with a feeling. They won't come and say, I need to change my beliefs. No, they'll come with a feeling of not being enough, a feeling of being impatient about things and being very angry all the time, a feeling about being small, a feeling about dread, about that being vulnerable, and somebody might find me out, that imposter syndrome, or feeling anxious when they come up to sort of, you know, something new. Maybe they won't be able to get there. But in actual fact, the reason why we do this work is because if you think about, you plant a seed and you see that little root that goes down and an enormous tree grows from it. Everybody has that taproot that goes right the way down deep, that unconscious, subconscious level of a belief, holding it in place, and that's where we need to get to, okay? So when you start writing all of this, that belief that you formed was not wrong, Okay, it was not wrong. You've done nothing wrong. This here had some real significant bonuses for you and real wishes to keep you safe, because that's what our mind is geared up for. So what I want to do is I want you to sort of just work your way through that, okay? Because that was okay for then. The next bit is okay for now. Think about that. I hope that's useful. I hope that gives you some context about why you're being asked those questions. Sit with them. Let me know. If you get stuck anywhere, I'm here, so let me know. Alright, I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye for now.